Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking for space. It's Trainer. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll run play action. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete downfield. Afterburner's coming. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Etienne. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Got the first down and more. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Dropping back, it's back. Got it set up on the outside. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Etienne. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. He's only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, Daniel, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the tailback. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's go. Keep it on the ground. Oh, what a move! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
691, Gators far. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So now on comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 4 over Bowling Green. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass is intercepted. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Short fields make successful offense. It's just what they want here. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play.
Here we go.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got it behind the line. It's Etienne. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Dogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure to throw to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Vandergrift. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Number 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kentucky 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Takeover, 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a...
And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Line gets set, first down. DB's right up on the receivers. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Vandergrift. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the second quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
First and 10.
Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed in.
To the ground. He's got it again. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The back goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Beck. It's complete to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job with his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
The Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that looked like an easy decision for a quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looking for blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Maybe they they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Gets it to the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The ball's free. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. There he goes down the right side. The tag. Touchdown, Wildcats! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throwing right. He makes a catch. He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up. Just keeps moving. At the 45 on his way. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Iowa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming after it. Caught near the sticks. It's Key. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Vandergriff. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or would you say, QB, put that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Looking for space, it's Etienne. On the move at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Running toward the tape. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Grabbed behind the line. It's dealt. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great catch and run for 6. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Vandergrift. Setting up the screen. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he dropped it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing him with the assist from the weapon.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Doug. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Toss sweep to the right. Running with power. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the toss. Obliterates him, still on the move. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Takes a handoff. It's Traynham. Across the 25, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 17 to North Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
And now this offense will take the field again. Looking for a crease. It's Traynham. And more yards after contact. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
To throw, it's Vandergrift. Got his man. Oh, he's got a chance. Can anyone catch him? And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kentucky.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Kentucky, 38.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Georgia going up tempo. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting him on the ground. Now forcing the fourth down decision time.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Pulls and fires complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide out in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Quick strike complete. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Makes his connection. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Wildcats are flying down the field. The corners are walked up tight. Scanning the field, it's Vandergrift. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Tosses it incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Unloads to the right. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It's a reverse. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand them the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great gain, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in the run game.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Caught in the backfield. It's dealt. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.